We should also do comments. Let's read some comments. That no, my first one was the best.
Not a fan.
We're not doing jingles, huh?
I'm not a fan.
We're doing jingles. It was your idea for jingles.
No, we're gonna do a comment of the day.
Comment of the day.
They may just be random sometimes.
Jared, do we have any good comments?
So we have a comment from Black Bubble Tea.
From who?
Black Bubble Tea.
Say that 5 times fast.
Black Bubble Tea, Black Bubble Tea,
Black Bubble Tea, Black
I
Bubble
can't
Tea,
say it if
Black
you're saying it
Bubble
over
Tea.
top of me.
Oh.
Black Bubble Tea, I can't.
You can't say it alone.
Black Bubble Tea. I just have to say it
I can't
slower.
even recursive, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be talking for you. All right, so this comes from Black Bubble Tea. It's a YouTube comment, so it's off of a YouTube short.
Ooh.
They said, I guess we know who's the extrovert in the family. This is coming from a video of Peyton dancing.
Ah.
Who do you guys think is the extrovert in your family?
Or extrovert. Plural, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying a different word, and I was trying to figure out what the other word was.
No, more than one. We have more than one in our family.
All right. So who is extrovertible in our family?
Not a word.
Extraordinary?
I would say
extroverted.
I would say, yeah.
Is that the right way to say?
I would say Steven a little bit.
Yeah, he's an extrovert.
I would say Peyton at certain times.
Yes.
Jordan could be. And maybe it for me.
I know Blake's kind of a quiet to
Blake's
herself.
not extrovert.
Parker can be.
Yes.
But it's different.
She's
an oddvert.
What's that?
Was a word.
I'm making up all sorts
oddity.
of words today.
She could be extroverted at times and then introverted at others.
Mm-hmm. Taylor is also that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's like.
Is that a what?
Isn't that an omnivore?
No.
They eat meat and plants. Like they're both.
I mean, yes, that is what an omnivore is.
I would say it's like an omnivert.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
I get where he's going. He was leading into the word.
I get it.
So an omnivert. And Taylor's not really. She's not an extrovert. When she's with her friends, though, she gets loud and goofy and crazy.
Yeah, but that's different when you're with your friends.
Okay.
So I have a question about Taylor. Lately, she's been coming home super giddy. Why? Is that just because she's in high school now? She's
also been leaving extra pretty.
Putting a little bit more attention.
We just barely filmed Steven and Taylor's video, and some things happened in there that Taylor wasn't very happy about.
And see.
No.
So I might know a little bit more information than you guys
I have too many girls in my family.
You guys will have to go watch Steven and Taylor's video to see what Jared is referring to.
Oh, gosh. Which won't be out probably for a few days. But, oh, no, this will be out after it. Okay, never mind. I take that back.
I have an idea. I have an idea of what it might be.
I've just noticed with her, she comes home from school. She's a little bit more talkative. She's a little bit more extra. I don't know.
Happy?
What's that sound Blake makes when she's doing the butterfly look thing? That's how I feel right now. Even thinking about this.
So we also have a shout out too.
Shout out.
Shout out of the day. Comment of the day and shout out of the day.
Shout out.
So our shout out is for I'm gonna butcher names. I am not good at names. So I apologize if
he misread every single name in the last podcast, so that was awesome.
Yeah. These are tough names. Okay, here we go. Ritaj Alanezi.
Nailed it.
Is that how you would say that?
I don't know what it's.
We can't see it, but
yes. RETAJ ALANEZI.
Yeah.
Okay, quick question.
Alanezi.
Off topic. When he's reading those letters, are you seeing the letters create a word in your mind?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So I can spell it out.
So when he says that, I'm just like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Ritaj.
So you literally like RABB, and you're putting it in your head, and you're seeing a word create.
Yes. If you guys didn't watch the previous podcast, you will not know what Steve's talking about. But go watch it.
Extraditis. that what it's called?
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis?
Rataj, shout out to you. Thank you for being a subscriber.
Shout out, shout out.
Shout out to you.
Hey, I'm gonna make a soundboard because I don't need you to be the soundboard anymore. So
No, until we have a soundboard.
I'm gonna figure out a soundboard.
Can you please do that?
Should I start making wah wah? I make all that. I'll make all the sounds that I want throughout the video.
Please do it quickly because I can't stand another podcast with the jingles. I may just have to excuse myself.
You need to use the bathroom?
The jingles I'm done with.
I could put on the be right back screen if you need
You
it.
need to use the restroom? Is that where you need to go?
Here, I got you, Jamie. Don't worry. Are you back, Steve? You want me to put them back on?
No.
Okay.
You can send us Coca-Colas too. 0 sugar, because I'm keeping my New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, he is.
You almost just spit that all over her.
What did I spit?
He's so
Warm
angry.
Coca-Cola.
So
all over
angry.
So there's also another comment that we have.
Oh.
I don't know.
So, and it's not just a single comment because there's been lots of comments about a certain video that you guys posted.
Oh no.
That got a lot of comments and a lot of.
On what platform?
This is on TikTok.
Please don't say Facebook. Please don't say.
This is on TikTok.
We may not read that many comments from Facebook. No, we will, because they're probably
not that bad.
interesting.
They're not that
So
bad.
we're gonna move over to a reaction scene,
Reaction.
and I have your guys' TikTok pulled up there.
This is a good one.
So,
This is a fun one.
Do you want me to? Do we want to watch the TikTok first? Explain what's going on,
Let's
and then
explain
do
as
the
it's
talk.
going.
Yeah, you can just hit it play and we'll talk about it.
Yep.
before the TikTok.
No,
I
have
mean,
it go.
before the comment.
It's
Sure.
a 3
Okay.
it's a 3-minute one, so we have time to explain.
So this is the TikTok that's in question that's been had a lot of different comments on.
We have some fans of this and some haters. For Christmas, we just wanted to give our kids a special Christmas gift.
That they personally would like and appreciate.
So, Steve created some awesome graphics so that we could surprise the kids. And we had them go into our theater room, face us, and he put the graphic on the screen. And the idea is that we were giving trips to our children, but in twos. We have 6 kids. We separated them in three groups of 2.
Kind of separate them by age. So like
Yes.
the older 2, the middle 2, and the younger 2. So they can go on trips that are more age appropriate. They would
Yes.
enjoy, because Blake doesn't enjoy the same trips as Steven.
No.
But Taylor does.
Yes, and we did one big family trip. So we started off with the big family trip to kind of let them know that this is kind of what we're doing. They faced us. We put the trip up on the screen, which was Lagoon season passes. We have an amusement park here in Utah that we love, and a lot of our fans know that if they go to Lagoon, they may find us there because we spend a lot of our time there as soon as it opens. And so Lagoon tickets for our kids, season passes, they were super excited about it.
And then we gave Parker and Blake a trip to
We
Great
did.
Wolf Lodge,
We did.
one of our favorite places. The kids love it.
They do.
And we gave the girls
Yes, a trip to Hamilton, Broadway in New York
Alexander
City.
Hamilton.
They were so excited that Jordan actually burst into tears.
She started crying. She was so excited.
She did.
Is that what person in tears means?
Burst into tears.
I'm like your side, like hype man.
Okay. So she was so excited that she started crying because these girls have been obsessed with Hamilton forever. They
Yep,
know
right there. You can
it
see her bawling.
word for word. They know this entire play word for word.
And then we gave Steven and Taylor.
We gave them drum roll.
Don't ever do that again.
Movie reference.
I don't know.
You do know
But it
this
was
one because we watched it
annoying.
like 2 weeks ago.
Or did you watch it and I slept through
The
it?
greatest movie of all time. My favorite
Christmas
movie.
Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
We gave them
Not a Christmas Vacation.
a cruise.
Cruise.
A cruise.
And they loved it. Every kid was happy.
Super excited about their trip.
And then we posted this little clip on TikTok.
Yes.
And they did not all love it.
No, some people were mad angry. They were mad. They cannot believe that we would separate our family life.
I can't believe you. Why wouldn't you take all your kids on a trip? Why wouldn't you though?
Why do the parents get to go on every single trip?
They can go on 3 trips.
Why do the parents get to go on 3 separate trips? Isn't that cool for the parents?
Oh, great present for the kids. The parents get 3 vacations.
But what they do not realize is that we have to pay for those 3 vacations.
And you've obviously never traveled with children if you think they're all the vacations.
Yes, exactly. They're trips. There's a difference between a trip and a vacation. These are trips for us. Vacations for the kids.
So one of the main comments said, so mom and dad get the best deal of all, 3 trips versus 1 trip. The kids get. Laugh out loud.
That actually may have just been like the parents get the best deal.
They actually weren't. I'm laughing out loud is what I was doing. I wasn't mocking.
I mean, it sounded pretty mocking.
Sorry about the mock. That was a mild comment. There were some vicious ones on there.
Yes, there were just.
What was the one you showed me like right after? You were like, look at what people were saying. But then people started attacking the person who made the comments, and I think they might have deleted it.
Yeah. It was just they did not understand. They were like,
you're bad parents, basically. Which we probably are. I mean, it's not that we're not bad parents.
There were, though, however, a lot of support. Usually from the slightly older generation, I would say like millennials, that were like, I totally get this.
Yes.
Individualized vacations for your kids based on their interest. That is amazing. Or spending personalized quality time. We have a big family. All of our kids don't get the same amount of attention when we go on a trip because we have some high needs children and some younger children. Some of the older ones may not get that attention that they also could benefit from.
And I thought it was a great idea. I liked it. I think the kids are going to love it. And it's not like we've never done a family trip.
And I get to go on 3 trips.
We're going on multiple vacations.
But also, I feel like that's kind of like a trend, at least what I've seen of like, at least people my age. I'm more on that. I mean, are you considered a millennial still, Steve?
I think I'm like a borderline Gen X / millennial.
You're not in the boomer?
I'm in like the overlapping gap age.
He's like right there.
You're not in the boomer generation then?
No. Boomer!
You're close.
So, I mean, I'm in that younger millennial.
Yeah.
But I've seen that a lot.
Why did you throw younger out in there like it was the insult to us?
I think, yeah.
Well,
Younger millennial.
You're a lot.
If you're
older.
a millennial, you're a millennial. Just say it.
I mean, I was born in 93.
When I was growing up, they called us
Millennial.
Gen X though. And then when I got older, they're like, you kind of fall into the millennial age range.
I'm a millennial.
But I mean, I've seen this in a lot of comments of, you know, it's better to do these type of trips, more memories rather than toys that are just going to get broken and thrown away later anyway.
Yeah.
And so I've actually seen tons of comments or, you know, videos of people giving their kids more of these type of trips. And I don't know. I feel like they're a little bit better than
I
just
feel
giving
like the
toys that are
trips
gonna get
weren't what
broken.
people were so hung up about. It was the fact that we were separating our family.
Divide and conquer.
I agree. There's an age gap. Like Steven is 17, almost 18, and Blake is 6. So there is a gap. Blake's going to enjoy, love, just
taking
eat
pictures with
up,
the animals.
Eat up Great Wolf Lodge. Her favorite place in the world. Going down the slides, eating the ice cream and the candy, and just running
Making the
around with
Build-A-Bear.
the wands and building a special bear at Build-A-Bear and all that exciting things.
She
that
liked it more than Disneyland.
She did. We went to Disneyland and we stayed at Great Wolf Lodge. And she kept saying, when can we go back home to Great Wolf Lodge? Like, that's where we were sleeping. Like, I'm good with Disneyland's cool. Yeah, the princesses, awesome wave. Can we go back? So she loves it. Steven would go and, you know, he'd eat that ice cream and go down that slide, but it just hits a little different
Yeah.
when you're 6. And
They just have different interests, and they don't get to spend as much time with us because we're gonna obviously have to be with Blake at a water park.
yes.
And then the older kids are like, let's go down the fast slides. And we're like, well, we got to be with
can't.
Blake.
Yeah, we usually have to bring help when we go to places like that. This time, it'll just be us, their 2 youngest, and then I'm super excited about Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
Guys, no lie, they know every single word.
How
by heart.
does it start off?
I don't know. I really don't. Like
How does
how
an
the
orphan-
actual play. Okay, well, we're not going to actually start that.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, there are some questionable words and they know them, but they omit them themselves.
They bleep them out.
They bleep themselves out.
They're age appropriate for themselves.
They are. And they are excited.
They're so excited. And I think it was a good idea. And I understand the whole like, oh, you're splitting up your family thing. But really, we're not like splitting them up to things that like none of the kids, except for the 2 who are going, would want to go to Hamilton.
Yes.
Or could go. Like, I don't think you can take an 8-year-old into New York.
I would not take my 8-year-old to New York to sit in a Hamilton play.
Could you imagine? Everyone else there's like, oh, I'm so glad this family. Okay, here's the other side of the story. We did go to New York once with a bunch of kids, and everywhere we went,
we were a spectacle.
Oh my gosh. We don't sit 8 people in restaurants here. We got that said to our faces.
Yeah, like, you have 8 people, like, go away.
Yeah,
don't
sorry.
come here.
We had to eat at Buca di Beppo's every night because there's nowhere else in New York City that seats
family style.
Utah
eating.
family style restaurants.
Yeah. Well, Buca is a family style.
But the other restaurants don't do it. Like, they literally were like, no, you can't come here.
You go into a New York restaurant and you walk in and there's like little tables with 2 chairs.
So heaven forbid.
2 chairs everywhere.
We might not want to be a spectacle and just have 2
Been
kids.
there, done that. One time was good enough.
So we get judged either way. We go with a bunch of people and they're like, I can't believe you go on a cruise with 8 people.
What kind of like?
That's my Karen voice.
The girls have good Karen voices. Parker and Blake.
Do they really?
Spot on. They actually like play like they're Karens. So like Blake pretends like she's a Karen.
We'll have to bring them in to show it.
She's good. She's good at it.
But we definitely, I think, made a good decision. I think the kids loved it. And it was a very Merry Christmas.
Very Merry Christmas. We just need to now go on 3 trips.
Yeah. And I know that sounds like the better thing for us, but I think that might be more difficult.
Yeah. Planning, finding the time. Got to get on that. Maybe we should stop eating at Starbucks. And the amount of money we'd save.
That brings us to our next segment. Dad jokes again.
I thought we were not going to do dad jokes.
I thought we were doing dad jokes every time.
I had a lousy time.
Dad jokes. So you're saying no dad, no.
So I'm going to pull up pioneerwomen.com and find my dad jokes. That's what happened last time. I had the worst dad jokes.
Yeah, those were called mom jokes. Those were not dad jokes. I'm sorry.
Are we really doing
Wait,
this again?
there are mom jokes. I was thinking about this. Your mom is the joke, right?
That's what I said. Are you going to do a bunch of your mom jokes?
But we were doing mom jokes, and for some reason I didn't click yesterday.
Your mom's so fat.
Whoa.
All right, guys. We are ending it without the dad jokes.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I am not doing
I don't think that's a dad joke.
It's not. Guys, make sure you check out our P.O. Box, though. We're excited to get some fan mail from you guys and reading those. We'll be doing comment shout outs, all that jazz.
Yeah, it would be awesome. You can be sure to subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Check out other videos that we're going to be having. We're going to be cranking out videos on this channel, so it'll be awesome.
Yeah, subscribe. And everyone says click that bell, but there's a reason why you click the bell, because it will notify you when we post.
And then when it notifies you, you should click that.
Yes, and watch our podcast.
And watch the podcast. So thank you so much for watching today's video.
Yes, thank you. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
No, it's awful.
What is that guy's name?
Stop.
What's his name?
It's,
He was like a cat on Minecraft.
it was the, oh my God. What is it? It was
Bye.
what Steven always watched.
You know, I can't remember his name.
Because Ballistic Squid was the other guy.
There's Ballistic
Are
Squid.
you still filming?
Yeah.
No.
There's Ballistic Squid, and then there was... It's right on the tip of my tongue.
You're going to cut that off, right?
It was
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Bye.